for another episode brought to you by Hez Boxing. I'm delighted to be joined again by the Shark, Mr. Jonas Mågård. How are we doing, fella?
All good. Just came back from some hard sessions, so yeah, everything good.
We're just saying there, we're at the refining stage now, not getting injured and just refining, simmering down, because it's a tough competitor. It's one that, like you've just said, you've studied quite well. You know everything about him, his mental weak, his mental side and stuff. Do you have an update on the title dimension? Because last time, big win against Josh Hill. Last time you was due to fight Lima in the rematch for the title. That didn't work out. Do you have any roadmap or any idea of what's going to happen next?
Yeah, so I was offered to fight. Actually, Jack was offered to fight the 7th of December. He declined that. But before that, he was also offered to fight in Bratislava, and he didn't want that either. So I'm just a bit like, why am I waiting for this guy? I already beat him once, and I want to stay active. So I was actually scheduled. I got a date for the next title fight next year, but I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna stay active and fight. I'm in my prime. I'm injury free, and so yeah, we'll see after this fight what's gonna happen.
Strike while the iron's hot. That's it. Stay active, absolutely, of course.
Yeah.
So you are referring to a rematch with Jack Cartwright. Would that be scheduled for the bantamweight title?
Yeah, I think so. I don't even know if he deserves it at this point, because he's like said no to fight me twice now. I already beat him. Like, it's like, how many chances is this guy gonna get? He blocked me on Instagram because I've been like asking him, like, take a fight. And he knows that I want to fight him, but he wants more time. And the time that he has said no to fight me this year, I know it was like a bit of a short notice, but it's also short notice for me. So I don't know what's up with him. To be fair, I don't think he deserves a title shot at this point. But if that's what it is, I'll just give it to him again. No problem.
It was a tasty affair the first time. It's something that I'd love to see again. There was another British name. Have you had back and forth with Sam Creasey, or was there a call out there or something? Am I right in saying?
I think that's more like a relevant fight. If Sam isn't gonna win his next fight now and he wanna go up, I'd rather fight him for the title. He got more of a name, and if he's still the flyweight champion, plus we've met and fought before, as an amateur. I feel like I cleaned out the division a bit. I even messaged Senekitse to fight me in December, and he flat out denied it. He didn't want to fight me. He didn't want to say he didn't want to fight me, but he said he didn't say he wanted to fight me.
He said everything but the actual words.
Everything. In the end, I was saying to him, yes or no. If you don't answer yes, I take it as a no. And he come with some bullshit. Wow. So that's why I'm happy that we're getting some new blood in, and I'm gonna fight this Igor guy. I think it's a fight that makes more sense for me and my career, anyways.
Absolutely. Well, it's just like with the last opponent, Josh Hill. He's been around the block, Bellator, you name it. This guy Severino now. So you're getting some good international opponents, but like you said, you are basically the uncrowned king in the bantamweight Oktagon division. So it's good that, like you said, threats like Sam Creasey, because he's an elite level fighter, isn't he? You know yourself that you've been in the cage.
Yeah, but I would chin him in second round. He would get knocked out.
This is what we like.
So many times. He's been knocked out so many times.
This is what we like, and this is what Oktagon like. We need a little build-up or something. They'd be good there. Yeah. You're always good at the trash talking. You just need someone to give it back with you, like Jack did.
Yeah. And I just know if Sam comes, I know it will be a nice highlight for me, and that's why I'm like, I want as well. And I know he will be a beautiful highlight. You've seen how much they're using that Gustavo highlight. And I know I could make an even better highlight with Sam, because he's already been chinned so many times by flyweights. And I promise you, when that right hand of me is going to land on his chin, he's not going to wake up again. I just know it. So for me, it's very, it's very egoistic, but I want that highlight.
I
And
agree
it's a
with
good build up as well. But I just know if I just touch him once, he's gonna go down, and that's
yeah.
what I want.
I agree with you. The name, like you said, it'll be a highlight. The name Sam Creasey on your record at this stage of your career, while he is a current champion, would be good. And like you just explained a little bit about the logistics about it, you carry serious power at bantamweight. He has been stopped at flyweight, so one and one, two and two together would make a Magard knockout.
And it will also be nice to take out another former Cage Warriors champion. Then it will be like 3 Cage Warriors champions I've had like defeated. So that's another thing as well.
Yeah. But before we get to any Sam Creasey fight or any other potential fight, Severino on Saturday, another Brazilian similar to the one that you was going to fight earlier this year in your rematch, who's now in the UFC, fights this Saturday. If you win this Saturday, you'll have an 18-6 record, which is quite impressive. You're still only 32.
Yeah.
Oktagon are very open to letting their fighters go to the UFC, especially that have won titles, etc., like yourself. Are you still hopeful of a UFC call-up, Jonas?
To be fair, at this moment, I just signed a new contract with Oktagon, and I'm very, very pleased with that. So my focus is on Oktagon and growing there, and
absolutely,
showing that I'm the best in the world. And I feel like Oktagon bringing in former UFC fighters and undefeated guys. I know he lost the fight in the UFC because he quitted and he started biting, but before that, he has 100% finish rate, and Oktagon can bring these guys in, and I'm getting paid even more to fight guys than I would if I was signing with the UFC at the moment. So my focus is on Oktagon and growing there and building my name there at the moment. But you never know what's happening.
Absolutely. They are attracting bigger and better names, like you said, ex-UFC fighters and stuff like that. And your style is really exciting. So it's just about matching you with the correct fighters. I've not seen much of Severino, but I hope for a barn burner in a couple of weeks' time. I am coming out to watch as well, so I'll be there.
It's going to be a good fight. It has potential to be fight of the night because he comes in with that. He's like 11 years younger than me, so he comes in with that young mindset, and he's pretty fired up. He's a bit wild, and the funny thing is, I always fight better when I fight these type of guys.
That's what I was going to say. 11 years younger. Does that not make you a little bit more switched on, knowing that he's 11 years younger? Does it not switch you on? Does it not get you up for it a little bit more, thinking this young kid is trying to come and take my spot?
Doesn't matter how old stuff they are, you know. It's not about the age, you know. It's not the. I feel like I'm in my prime right now. I don't know when he started. Maybe he started very young, so he's in his prime right now. I started pretty late. I was like 19, 20 when I first got into MMA. So I'm in my prime now. So the age thing, it doesn't really mean too much to me because I see when I'm sparring and I'm training with these guys in my gym, there's the same age or like a bit older, younger than him. I still see how I'm like schooling them. You know what I mean? So for me, it's not about the age at all. It's about skills and about who wants it the most. And I know I have better skills and I want it more than him in the end of the day. If I would be struggling with young guys in the gym and always being like one behind and stuff like that, maybe it would get into my head, but that's not the case at all. Like, I feel like I'm in the best prime of my life.
Absolutely. Like you said, you started late, 19 and 20, and you didn't exactly get off to a whirlwind start at the start of your career, but you're raging like a fine wine. You're getting better now. You're 32 in your prime. So what have you been working on this camp? Anything new that we can expect? Because I love watching you. It's a really exciting style.
So this camp has been a bit funny because I was planning to get a fight at the 7th of December. So I was in England and preparing and stuff, and then the fight didn't go through. So I've been like in fight camp, then I went off a bit of fight, but I'm always active. It's not like I've been going on holiday or anything. So I've just I think this is the best fight camp I've ever had, because sometimes for me the fight camps are a little bit too long. So I would start like 8 weeks before, and sometimes I feel like I've been burning out. I've been giving it all in the gym, but right now I feel Yeah, I feel I'm peaking. Like I've not seen myself like this before, like cardio wise and stuff like that. I still have to hold back a little bit to don't overtrain, but my heart rate is so low. I can keep going. I don't get tired. Uh, so it's not like, of course, it's some specific things we've been working on for this guy. Um, but again, it's all about what I'm gonna do to him, not so much what he's gonna bring, because I cannot control what he's gonna bring. He has some tendencies that he's doing a lot, and I'm gonna be aware of them, but it's not gonna affect my game. I'm gonna go in there and be violent and just be dominant and hit hard as I'm known for, and just put people to darkness. Uh, and I feel like it's gonna also for him gonna be a bit different fight because he's a pretty big flyweight. He used to fight in flyweight, and he used to be a. You can see the fights. He's a bit of a bully,
Way bully, yeah.
but there is a difference from being a big flyweight and then come to bantamweight, because I'm a pretty big bantamweight
Yeah.
myself. So that is gonna be something. I'm gonna put him on his toe, like back foot all the time. That's the thing, and just be me. So it's not like I've been working on like something new. I'm just become better version of myself.
Absolutely. What I love about you, Jonas, is as well, like you just said, your heart rate's really slow, your cardio's improving more and more all the time, but you still want the knockout. That's the first thing on your mind, which
Yeah,
is
of course,
brilliant.
of course,
Brilliant.
and I know I can. I've seen how this guy is sparring. He's wild Brazilian, sparring so hard in the gym, and
Yeah.
I've already seen him being a bit chinny.
Mm.
I've seen it in some of his fights. He is a bit chinny, and these are flyweights again. We're talking about hitting him. I know he was a flyweight himself, and he's gonna have a little bit more weight behind him now that he's going up a weight class. He actually signed with Oktagon for featherweight.
Oh,
Uh,
really?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know what that.
Bit of a jump, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know what that was about. Maybe he's been eating too good, though. I don't know. But anyways, but then again, it's not a weight competition. It's about skills
Yeah.
and whom wants it the most. And I know my skills are like way like maybe those 11 years is gonna play in there, because there is only a short amount of things you can learn until you're 21. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I've just been perfecting those same things. So we'll see. It's going to be a very, very interesting fight. I'm really excited about it.
Absolutely. And you're nice and high up on the card. Are you behind the first title fight?
Yeah, I'm the
Yeah,
last
so
fight
yeah,
for
so
it.
there's going to be a lot of eyes on this. It's the last European card of the year, the traditional date of the 29th. Have you fought in the O2 at Prague before?
Yeah, I had a boxing match actually
Oh
for
yeah,
Oxford.
when they did the boxing card.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
how did that go for anybody that's not seen it? Tell us how that went.
It was okay. I went distance with this guy who's like the number one kickboxer in Czech Republic, and I went a weight class higher. So it was not.
It was an experience.
Yeah, yeah, it was more for me to try myself out, because everybody's
Yeah,
always
yeah.
said I'm
You've
a
got to
better.
step outside your comfort zone, though, Jonas. You know.
Exactly, and that's what I was doing there. Of course, I went in there to win, but also just to prove myself that I can also box with the best boxers.
Yeah,
Uh,
absolutely.
that they have. And I was actually supposed to headline the O2 Arena 2 years ago, but unfortunately, 10 days before, I broke my cheekbone. So yeah, I had to pull out of that one. So it's gonna be good to come back and prove myself in Prague. I've never won a fight in Prague, so that's a big motivation for me too.
Absolutely. There's a lot of motivation for this fight, and it's definitely card of the year. The two in the main event, Cater and Paradisia, two pound for pound boys. How do you see that fight going? It's close. It's close to calling it. The
It
first
was
one
it,
went
it
the
was
distance
close
as
to
well,
call
didn't
the
it?
first one, and now they both got so much better.
Yeah, they put the improvements in the both of them are
Yeah,
really, really good. And like you just said,
yeah,
the first one was close, weren't it? I know all
yeah,
three judges give it to Cater, but it was close.
yeah. Yeah, I think it was a very close fight, the first one as well. But yeah, it's gonna be a good fight. I'm happy I can sit and enjoy it and watch it. Uh, It's a little bit, yeah. I'm gonna be a bit later on the card this time. Actually, I kind of enjoyed it last time, to be fair, to not sit and wait too long before I was gonna fight. But it's also an honor to fight later on.
Yeah, of course it is. You know, the higher up the build, the more marketable you are, the more.
Yeah. But I watched that last time.
But last time, at least you got to enjoy some of the fights. But everybody will be enjoying your fight come the 29th. I will catch you at the pre-fight press conference, and I'll catch you on the night as well once you've done the business.
Yes.
Thank you for your time, brother, once again.
Take care. Hey.
You too, man.